Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome to a special 12-year anniversary of LEGO Lord of the Rings. This is episode 1, which will cover part of the Fellowship of the Ring today, as well as the original battle against the Big Bad. So you guys have an option. This does feature music from Lord of the Rings. We have it shut off currently. We have a Super Chat goal that is available for just 1 hour. It's a limited time. And it's at the lowest tier, so the blue tier, which is, I believe, the $2 and up tier. 5 super chats in that tier, or the equivalent, will unlock the music. If we put the music on, we will earn no revenue for this stream. Also, there's a chance that it could get blocked in some countries because Warner Brothers is super petty. But this game came out November of 2012. It is officially the 12-year anniversary now. And the reason why we're delayed is we had to find the old HDMI splitter. Because the PlayStation 3 actually blocks HDMI signals to video capture devices. So I had to find the HDMI splitter that we used to use back in the day to cover things like, well, whenever we did PS3 games in high definition, like using 1080p or whatever. So that's why the stream was a little bit late. But we will be playing 2 players. Both controllers work fine. So it's time to get into this. The Lord of the Rings. Yes. Now, this game doesn't really have that much humor compared to some of the other Lord of the Rings, or the other LEGO games. But, I mean, it had awesome gameplay, so it really did. But yeah, if you guys are wondering about music, Super Chat goal is right there if you want to use it. If not, don't worry about it. The game is still awesome even without the music.
It began with the forging of the Great Rings. 3 were given to the Elves, immortal, wisest and fairest of all beings.
Gandalf.
7 to the Dwarf Lords.
The dwarves.
Great miners and craftsmen.
He looks like Gandalf's brother, but he's not.
And 9. 9 rings were gifted
Nope.
to the race of men.
He dropped his ring.
Who above all else desire power.
And power corrupts.
For within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern each race.
Shire.
All of them deceived, for another ring was made. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of
Here we go, tutorial level.
Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all
I can't turn off the cutscene music. There's
one
nothing I can do about that.
ring to rule them all. But there were some who resisted. A last alliance of men and elves marched against the
Whoa! Okay, that was weird. They don't speak Elvish. Fire the arrows! Aha! Whoa. I'm here to dice and slice. Whoa! What's going on? Apparently HDMI is having issues. PS3 doesn't like what we're trying to do here. Out of my way, you orcish hordes. I did get the soap. I washed my hands right away. But are you the enemy? Oh, I'm talking to the one guy's following me around. I'm like, are you my enemy? Aha! Yep, Lord of the Rings. Giveth me my gold! PlayStation's having a little bit of problems, though. Sometimes the screen goes black because it's having issues with the HDMI. So apparently there's not a lot of ways you can actually get this game anymore. I thought about getting it on Steam, but I didn't have the money for it.
I'm gonna stick you like a pin. I'm gonna pull you apart.
He's Isildur's heir! Oh wait, Isildur. Not Isildur's heir. This is Isildur. The one with the glowing sword. You're Isildur? Oh. Back off. Da-da-da, dun-dun-dun-dun. Da-da-da. Dun-dun-dun. How about thee? Oh, sorry, you're one of my men. My bad. So dark. Take it, that fool.
Was near.
Victory! Yeah!
But the power of the ring could not be undone.
Oh, there he is. He's huge. Am I using the wrong guy again? Face my glowing sword. Oh, okay.
Hello, everyone. You want me to drop in?
You can come in. Yeah. Oh. Have to wait for him to put his thing in the ground.
Oh, and do we have the music off now? Or?
We have the music off. There's a super chat goal if people want it.
Okay, if you guys want to turn the music on, you guys can do it through the super chat goal. Alright, thank you for the highlighted message. Wow, Garrett, a member for 30 months. Unbelievable. Thank you, Garrett. We all have to decide. We all have to decide is what to do with what the time has given us. Gandalf, the Fellowship of the Ring. Hi, hi, I was gonna say Gandalf.
Ah!
Hi, Garrett. The Viking.
Whoa! He's throwing his thing at me.
Fun fact about, Tolkien. He was Scandinavian. What? What? Interesting.
He's a big boy.
He considered. Did you know that Tolkien actually considered himself English though? Because English is a melting pot of different cultures, and he always considered himself English.
Yep. And if you guys have a cool Lord of the Rings name we can call our first episode, you can help come up with the name of the episode.
I have a plaque with that Gandalf quote above my desk.
Very cool.
Cool, Garrett.
And this guy's causing all kinds of problems. Face the steel door, you freak!
Hi, Savan. Hi, Miss Deanna. Hi, Gabe. Hi, Master Builder. Hi, Alpha.
Breaketh these rocks with your mace, foul knave.
Oh, I hadn't heard of that, Alpha. I didn't even know there was another movie coming out.
Huh?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh yeah, they're doing a live action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's everyone's reaction. Oh.
That's gonna be interesting. How are you gonna get a live dragon on there? How are you gonna get a live dragon?
Oh no, the Toothless looks cool. They did recast Viking characters and made them non-Vikings. So there are people who were, for Viking film, they have race swapped characters.
I'm not gonna get into it at this point. I mean, everyone has their own interpretation, so. I mean, there could have been other people that traveled to Viking land. I mean, they did interact with a lot of cultures, so I don't know. I haven't really seen it, so I don't know. I have nothing to say. I'm concentrating on Lord of the Rings right now, so I'm not going to worry about
We have
it.
defeated... What's his face? Oh. Pick up Isildur's sword! Or Isildur's dad. No, that's Isildur!
In this moment, that Isildur, son of the king, took up his
The
father's
king was the one fighting the dude.
Yeah, Isildur is him.
Isildur's the guy who cuts off his finger.
Isildur is the son.
So that was the father of Isildur. Wrecked! This game still looks good 12 years later.
The enemy
It's amazing.
of the three peoples of Middle-earth was defeated. The ring passed to Isildur, who had this one chance to destroy evil
It
forever.
shrank.
Isildur, hurry. Follow me.
And he's like, no.
It's the Elf King.
My broken sword! Now I'm Isildur.
It blew my mind when I found out that guy is the same guy who plays Mr. Smith from Neo.
Yeah, the elf is the guy from The Matrix. Yeah, I know. Small world, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this. I guess it's my channel, but I'm gonna say, I think, like, when they had Morgan Freeman in Robin Hood, I think that was a kind of thing that was very tastefully done, because they explained why he was like, oh, he's from a different area, and that's why he's over here. So that, like, was really interesting. I thought he had a whole backstory and everything, so I thought that was really tastefully done. Like, so if they, like, if they would have people in that live action and they're like, oh, I traveled from this land and, now I live with the Vikings, like, that would be okay. I would be fine with that. As long as they have a good backstory to why they're there, it would make sense. Like, that would be fine with me. Like, so I think, like, that was really well done. So if they do it in that idea, I think that would be great. That's my opinion.
They won't, but that's very sweet. Isildur, will you do the right thing and destroy the ring? So last night I played a night game. It was a jousting game. It was a dollar game. It was pretty bad. But I had fun with it because I found a way to cheese it. Basically, the best way to cheese that night simulator game that's $1 on Nintendo Switch. Usually it's a $10 game. It's on sale for $1. Basically what you have to do is you have to buy the best spear possible. And then, even though the jousting mechanics are so bad, and the gameplay is so bad, you too can win every joust because you have a very strong spear. Okay, I'm harmed here. So you need... This is the old PlayStation, so the first thing you have to do is you have to hit this to make yourself player 2, and then you can pop in.
Personally, like, as long as, I don't even know, I'm not used to I don't know if I really want to answer it on this
Just worry about Lord of the Rings.
video, but yeah, as long as the story is good and it still holds true to the same story, then if there's, like, oh, okay, I don't understand this, it doesn't seem historically accurate, then that doesn't bother me as much as if they change the story. As long as the whole heart of the original story is good, that's what I actually care about.
Does he not have a bow?
So,
how does an elf not have a bow? He doesn't have a bow!
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with that answer. Oh!
Whoa!
What happened?
I have no idea. We gotta wait for the game to come back.
Oh, we did split screen.
No. No, I don't think we did split screen.
I get to be the Elfin King, who's scary. He's scary the whole time. He's terrifying.
He's a terrifying elf king.
He could kill everyone, I feel. He's very terrifying.
He's young here, though, because this is thousands of years in the past.
Yeah, but he was still terrifying then because he's elfin. Elfish. Elven. They're all terrifying. They're superhuman.
Mm-hmm.
He terrified me a lot.
Yet they can die on the battlefield. They're superhuman, but they die on the battlefield. That is how they can die.
They can only die on the battlefield, but not of old age.
I believe so, yeah. Wait.
They can't die of disease.
You have to knock that down for me. I'm human. I cannot walk over
They can't die
lava.
of disease.
Push it. Push with all your might. Excellent, thank you. Now I too can, because I am a tiny, or I am a feeble man, and man cannot jump. I cannot jump. So yeah, every once in a while, because we're using an HDMI splitter, in order to get that beautiful 1080p resolution, the game is going to cut out every once in a while because PS3 was not technically designed to do HDMI correctly. It just wasn't. Nice backflip.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
Yeah. Impressive, Elf.
Da 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 da.
I am now the king of men. My name is Isildur. Someday I will have an heir, and his name will be Isildur's heir.
Then they made the Elf King's daughter like fall in love with Aragorn,
Aragon.
which I think I keep wanting to call him Aragorn, which I think it was a side book, a Tolkien side story
Probably.
in another book. That's what I was told.
I mean, Peter Jackson was a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings.
It was.
He also liked the, not many people remember this, but there was a Lord of the Rings trilogy of animated movies that started in the 70s and ended in 1980.
I know that.
Mm-hmm. And he was heavily inspired by that. He was.
The cartoon?
Yeah. So the difference in the cartoon, though, is the Lich King sounded like Skeletor, but
Oh, yeah.
Skeletor didn't exist yet. So everybody in the 80s remembered that the Lich King from the Lord of the Rings cartoon was kind of the birth of the Skeletor voice. Cast it into the fire! It's so
He
shiny.
can't. So much power. He can't.
No. Isildur, you fool!
But the hearts of men are easily corrupted, and the Ring of Power has a will of its own.
No.
Orcs!
It's a life lesson.
It betrayed Isildur to his death,
Whoopsies.
Yep.
and some things that should not have been forgotten were lost.
Linky, stay away from the
For
PS3.
2,500
No.
Link,
years,
don't
the
touch the
ring
PS3.
passed out
all-
of all
come here.
knowledge
Link, you're gonna shut it off.
until
Linky!
the ring came to the creature Gollum, who took it deep into the tunnels of the Misty Mountains. For 500 years, it poisoned his mind.
Sorry, guys. Link touched something he shouldn't have. Ah, Link!
But something happened then the ring did not intend. It was picked up by the most unlikely creature imaginable.
What's this?
A hobbit, Bilbo Baggins of the Shire.
A ring.
Precious is lost. Well, that was the prologue. What did Garrett said he came up with a cool name for the episode? I'm glad to be with you. Isildur. New characters. Ooh, rumble. Rumble, 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 rumble. We almost got 100%. Ooh, we did! Awesome! It's my favorite Lego game. It is not your favorite Lego game, this one? Aw. Whoa! True adventurer bricks. So they're not gold bricks. They're what do you call it bricks?
It is.
They're gray bricks.
It is.
Ooh, Last Alliance.
It is not a. It's not. American is a nationality of people that immigrate. Scandinavian is a people that can trace their roots through being related back from Denmark to Sweden to Finland to Norway, and many of them can track their lineage back to the Scythians, and there are people that can track their lineage even further. There are people that have stayed together and they have certain character traits, they have certain qualities.
What's going
on? So they are, they are a people group, they are an ethnicity. They're not like a country like America or something. They're actual people. Like, you can trace your roots back and say you're Scandinavian, of Scandinavian race or ethnicity.
Are we still talking about Vikings? This is Lord of the Rings.
I know.
Okay. Lord of the Rings. We're in the Shire.
So you mean to go through with your plan, then?
Yes, it's all in hand. All the arrangements are made. I'm old, Gandalf. I need a holiday. You will keep an eye on Frodo, won't you?
2 eyes, as often as I can spare them.
I'm leaving everything to him.
What about this ring of yours? Is that staying too?
Oh, the acting was so good in the Lord of the Rings. Whoa!
Bilbo,
See, PS3 was not designed for HDMI.
ring is still in your pocket.
I believe our next episode we will not be using HDMI. We're going to use our composite component stuff.
Goodbye, Gandalf.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
dear Bilbo.
The road goes ever
Till our next meeting.
Bilbo! Gandalf? He's gone, hasn't he?
He's gone to stay with the Elves. One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring the war. And in the darkness, find them. This is the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron. Sauron needs only this ring to cover all the lands of a second darkness. Frodo, he must never find it. Get down. Confound it all, Samwise Gamgee! Have you been eavesdropping?
I ain't been dropping no eaves, sir, honest. Oh! What must I do?
Make for the village of Bree. I'll be waiting for you at the inn of the Prancing Pony. I must see the head of my order. You'll know what to do. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Whoa, I just saw screen tearing. Oh, there it is again. Ah, screen tearing. What is HDMI? HDMI is a feature that... Oh, wow. We're in the Shire now. Bilbo's adventure. Bilbo leaves. Shire.
Bilbo, and I'm Samwise Gamgee.
Who's Gamgee?
Honey, I am getting... I literally am pronouncing these names correct. Even the chat said that Aragorn is the correct pronunciation. I was correct the first time. I'm gonna have to look up Sam's name now. Ugh. You love correcting me. I don't understand why.
I just...
Yes, you do.
I didn't say... No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yeah. Guys, I just wanted to talk about Lord of the Rings today. I don't really like...
You're the only one talking about it.
Yeah, no, people ask me about it.
We're on Lord of the Rings stuff.
Okay.
We talked about Vikings briefly at the beginning of this stream.
I didn't talk about them at all. Somebody had a question about it.
And it was answered. Moving on.
Okay.
So we're in the Shire,
Well,
and we're
okay.
gonna have 11 seas.
I mentioned one thing. Look, I was correct. Gamgee.
Gamgee. Samwise Gamgee?
That's always been his name. Are you from another Earth than me?
Probably.
We're on alternate Earths now.
Mmm.
Oh my gosh. Of course this is starting out this way.
It's time for 11 seas. Sam can use his spade to grow plants from certain Lego soil patches. So anyway, the PS3 was not designed to handle 1080p very well. So what happens is, if you're trying to video capture it, or even if you're trying to play the game, every once in a while, you would have what's known as blackouts, which is the screen will black out for like, oh, I don't know, it's like a millisecond. And, you know, it can't handle it. So that's why with the PS4, you know, it could handle 1080p, 4K, all that other stuff. But the system will randomly just black out. We are going to the Shire.
It was a pretty intense beginning because I like the all of the different moral lessons that are continually taught in this. Like there's so many of them. Well, I forgot this guy. Oh.
Hello.
Frodo! Mary, it's Frodo Baggins! Hello, Frodo! That was close.
That was very close.
I think I've broken something. Huh?
Yes, a new member.
Uh-oh. That was your part.
This is not my favorite part of it.
Get off the road! Quick!
That was a lot scarier.
In the theaters?
Oh no, I thought. Oh, there's a scary part coming up in this game with these guys.
It's a Lego game. It's not scary.
No, there is a scary part coming up with the ring race. I swear there is.
It's not going to be scary because there's no music. The ring race music is what makes everything scary.
This game is scary with the ring race, you guys. Oh my gosh. So, this is it. This is the scary part.
It's not scary.
This is terrifying.
It doesn't have the atmosphere. There's no music.
This was so terrifying.
Am I supposed to throw
No
something?
music is making this not as terrifying. You guys, with the music on, I hope someone super chats to get the music on because this is like scary as all get out with the music. My heart was pumping so much. But
throw the rock. Did we throw the rock?
But I was gonna say the one moral lesson that guy was taught was he thought. Oh, never mind. I'll just talk about it another time.
Moral lesson of what?
Nothing.
You're not circling back on the Vikings.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I don't understand why you would think I would talk about that.
Okay.
I didn't even want to talk about it at the beginning.
What were you doing moral lesson about?
Forget it then.
Lord of the Rings?
I have no... Yes, of course. That's what I thought we were supposed to be talking about.
Yeah.
Forget it. I'm just gonna play this silently then.
You may dig. It says press and hold to dig. Oh no! I mustn't put on the ring! Don't do it! Don't do it. Okay, there we go. Okay, apparently someone needs to dig. Who has digging abilities? Because we cannot walk in front of that guy. May I dig? You're using what's known as a spade. There's one towards the super chat goal. Thank you. You guys have You have 14 minutes to get the remaining super chat goal, the equivalent of 2 times 5? 2 times 5? Ah, yes. It's always good to get more of the studs. Yeah, this isn't scary at all. Like with the...
It was terrifying when we played this originally.
A little bit.
I was just going to say that guy Isildur.
Yes, Isildur.
He thinks he's getting ahead in life by getting power over other people by doing the wrong thing. Like when you know, like say you like take advantage of people at your job by paying people less or like hurting people to get ahead in life.
You have to throw it.
You think that you are getting ahead in life. Oh, darn.
No, Sam!
Oops.
You have to oh, great.
I can't get it now.
Oh, we have to wait for it to
get
respawn. That's the respawn.
But I was just gonna say, when you try to get ahead in life and hurt other people, it ends up coming down on yourself. That's what happened.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Like, he thought he was getting ahead in life by getting that ring, but it said a ring have a mind of its own, which means evil was just using him to make him feel powerful, but he was never powerful. Evil was.
Indeed. Da, 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 da. What is that? What is the glowing object there? Oh, very well done. Excellent. Oh dear, no! No, Frodo, don't do it! Don't put on the ring, Frodo!
Oh wow, Frodo's about to become evilized.
Doesn't he have like this weird evil look to his face if he has the ring on? He's like, ah.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Justo Kenobi's gonna put on the music.
Thank you, Justo. You're breathtaking.
One away. Da 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 da.
All right. All right.
Who needs to do what now? Do I have a rock again?
I don't know.
Oh, we're just waiting for him to go away.
This was so much more terrifying with the music last time. But by the time we get the music turned on, it will be after this scene, unfortunately.
That's okay, there's other scary parts of the game. And there's number 5. You did it! Super chat goal reached!
Just don't turn on the music!
Just don't put on the music.
Alright guys, you guys can hear the music.
Accept. We have to freak Amber out, so we're gonna turn up our TV.
No!
Yes!
Luke, this is terrifying!
Oh yes! Here we go. This makes the atmosphere. Thank you very much for paying the... Ouch! Why are you attacking me? Are you possessed by a ring wraith?
I'm just upset that I have to constantly take care of you and you never acknowledge my existence. That I'm like here all the time.
Sam has been possessed by the evil kings!
No, I'm not. I'm just frustrated that you don't like ever pay attention to me. And why are you the main story? Why are you the main character of the story if you keep going, oh, Sam, I don't need you, and I'm gonna protect Gollum from you, and you're the mean
That's
person.
in the future. This is in the... We're in the Fellowship right now. We're in the Fellowship. This doesn't count. Woo! Atmosphere!
No, you wouldn't even have gotten to Mount Mordor if it weren't for me.
That's
Sam.
the future. Your future, Sam. This is not time travel. This is the Fellowship. The small
Oh, great.
hatches.
We got the little hobbits.
Yes, go under the little hobbits. Awesome. I will travel with you, Sam. Woohoo! Hello. Hi there. You stabbed me many times, Sam. I'll remember that. In fact, Sam, you have too much health, Sam. I feel evil spell coming on. Sam! Oh no! You fell down in front of the ring
jerk,
wraith.
Frodo.
I am a jerk.
I can't even believe that you got this part, Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. It's hard to believe, like, hobbits... Wait, I came up here, now
And
what?
let me take this opportunity to say that you have abnormally huge eyes for a human being.
How do I get down? Yes.
I have always noticed Elijah Wood's eyes are tremendous for his face. I'm not trying to be rude, but like...
I always thought that was CGI.
No, that's how he actually looks, I think.
Oh dear.
As a human being, that's how he looks when he's not.
As a human. That's
Like, walking around. His eyes are that big. No, why would they CGI his eyes?
Come, little hobbits. We need to find...
No, his eyes are that big in real life, I think.
Yes, but we're going to be doing side missions. We're going to do stuff that we never did with the Lord of the Rings. We're going to find a way of making the game last. Don't worry about it, people. We're going to be playing this up until probably not Thanksgiving. It'll probably finish right around the time of Thanksgiving. And then we have some new games coming out at the end of November. November 27th. Ah, I'm dead!
Oh, your eyes
Sam!
you were buying.
Sam!
Your eyes were bugging out at me, and I got... Your eyes were bugging out at me, and I got freaked out. I thought you were some kind of alien.
I'm not an alien. My name is Elijah Wood, and I'm not an alien.
I think you're like an alien-human hybrid, because...
Every time you kill us, we lose studs, Sam. I'm going to throw you to the ring wraith person. That's right. We were on our way, but no, Sam had to kill Frodo because he was having a fit.
I just don't... The only reason... I don't know. I don't even know how these hobbits made it on their adventure.
They just made it.
It's impossible, because...
Well, that's it. See, the ring wraith's gone now.
It's late, and Gandalf the Grey rides to Isengard, seeking...
That's very nice. Thank you, Justo.
Thank you, Justo. Here's an extra 5.
Saruman.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Justo provided the music for this, guys and gals.
Yep. Justo unlocked the music for episode 1. Make sure you guys say thank you. He is the GOAT.
Shire, under my very nose. Sauron is gathering all evil to him. You know this? How? I have seen it.
They did a little humor there.
Valantia is a dangerous tool, Saruman. The hour is later than you think. Sauron's forces are already moving. They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it. Frodo, we must join with Sauron. When did Saruman the Wise abandon reason for madness?
Yeah, exactly. When did Saruman abandon reason for madness? One of my favorite lines.
Oh, that's right. We have to play this at the same time. Remember, you're Frodo and I'm Gandalf.
I can't do this at the same time.
And I will try to finish my section as quickly as possible.
I'm gonna time out.
What?
I want to see this
Oh, yes.
in all its glory. Your hat is in the middle of the room.
I cannot defeat the white wizard, for I am just a grey wizard. There is a ranking system.
Well, he basically almost kills you in the game. I mean, the movie.
Well, of course, that's why you flee.
Saruman is very... Well, the fact that this guy played Dracula in the past made him perfect for playing an evil wizard. You know what I mean? He knew exactly how to play this character.
Oh dear.
Never meet your heroes. Because Gandalf's mentor is Sauron.
Yeah.
He looks up to him.
He did look up to him. He was nice in The Hobbit. Oh!
He was once good. He really was.
And he turned to madness! I'm not doing very well.
Some people want to be on the winning side. That's why he turned.
I will teach. Oh dear.
People want to be on the winning side, so he saw that Sauron was winning, so he thought there was no hope. So he might as well turn to darkness.
Oh dear. The Battle of Wizards. It's a pretty cool scene. Wasn't this like saved until the? I forget. Did they show?
Much
No,
later.
this was in the extended edition, wasn't it? Where they show the Battle of the Wizards.
Oh, I thought they showed it in all of them.
I don't remember seeing it in the Fellowship, like in the theaters. I thought it was like as part of the extended edition or something like that. You had to pay extra for it.
The mouth of Sauron was the extra.
No.
That's for sure.
There was a lot of extras because it wasn't 4 hours when we went to the movies. And when Peter Jackson released like the extended editions, there was some of the longest movies I've ever seen.
Maybe they extended the scene, but they showed a little bit of the battle, I think.
I gave you the chance of aiding
Yeah,
me
Ron.
willingly, but you have elected the way of pain.
Gandalf needs to become, oof. Oh, now we're back. Well, we've lost all our studs. And the ring wraiths are here again. Who am I? I am not Frodo anymore. Well, that happened.
I am Sam.
Hello.
I never know what I'm doing on any of this.
Do your best.
My best isn't good enough.
True. What is this? Why is there a stick here? What, do we need more than one hobbit to push that?
It's saying we need to put something here.
What? What do we put there? May I push it now? Oh, we're missing parts. Oh, I have a piece. I have a piece. I have a piece. I have a
We have
piece.
to put this together.
Okay, yes. And we push it. Ooh!
Oh no, the ring wraith hurt us. Great, now this is more terrifying! Thank you, Justo Kenobi! Luke, please! Luke, please. This is so terrifying. Luke, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I'm actually going to have nightmares tonight.
Good.
I can actually see this.
Nightmares from a Lego game.
No, I'm seeing the actual images of the movie in my mind now.
Really? I'm seeing Lego images. There's a Lego owl.
I have a very vivid imagination.
You have too vivid of imagination. Alright. Whoosh. Oops. He didn't go. Where did he go?
What happens if the ring wraiths get you? Do they slowly eat your soul? What
They
happens?
kill you. What do you mean? They kill you.
Don't they make you into a wraith themselves?
No, they can't. You can't be turned in. You can only be turned into a wraith by the Witch King or the
Do they
Lich
kill
King.
you? Does it hurt? Is it violent, or is it just like instantaneous?
I mean, does dying hurt? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dying's not good.
But didn't they stab Frodo with that one sword that made
Right,
him...
and he had to go to the Elves, didn't he?
He was all sick. He was getting like poisoned.
Yeah.
This scene would be more terrifying if it wasn't for that weird, goofy Lego owl.
Wow, Amber. It's not supposed to be terrifying. It's a Lego
We
game.
have to hide here, you guys. We need to hide. The ring wraiths are over there.
There's only one ring wraith
Oh my
right
gosh, there may be more of them.
now. What is that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's a flower. That's nice. I guess we have to go over this.
What? I'm
Yeah.
not going over that.
Going over this stuff. Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, now I'm freaked out.
Okay, the PlayStation's possessed. Whoa!
Okay, I am freaked out. This is exactly what happened in Assassin's Creed Origins, where it kept shutting off and acting weird.
Because the PS3 can't handle 1080p HDMI. There's a problem because it was Japan put in that lock in place, the DMCA, whatever it was called. I don't even remember what the name of it. HDCP or something. I don't remember. Some type of HDMI blockage.
Oh, wait.
And that's why the screen flashes black. This didn't happen on Xbox
Why
360.
would I be fishing at a time like
Let's
this?
go fishing!
Does anyone
Yes, it's time to fish!
No, it's not the
Oh,
time
yes.
for this.
Oh, it's 11 seasons.
Are you
It's fishing
playing
time.
as... You're not even playing as Frodo.
No, I'm not Frodo. I'm the fishing man.
You're Mary.
I'm merry. I'm having a merry old time fishing. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Ah,
I don't
smashing.
know if I'm allowed to say this. Am I allowed to say this?
It depends what you're going to say.
I
What
was
are-
gonna
what are you
say,
saying?
the actors they got to play the Hobbits,
They look like hobbits.
they looked like Hobbits, they were short, but one of them looked like too thin to be a Hobbit.
Oh dear.
I'm just saying, like, I thought
Oops.
like he would be a little, like, plumper, because, like, Hobbits eat 9 times a day.
Are you shaming hobbits?
Yeah, I was thin shaming one of them.
Thin shaving a hobbit. Okay.
just
So
feel
they must
like-
be plump.
I
Eat
just
fried fish, jerk!
they should have fed everyone on set, like, a lot of fried food to make them look more like Hobbits.
I'm pretty sure the Lich King is the guy who Frodo gets stabbed by, and as well as he's the one who goes to the Shire first.
The guy who played Sam put on a ton of weight on purpose to look like a Hobbit. That's what I was told.
I believe they changed the Lord of the Rings lore though. Like one of the video games, you play as a king of man who's turned into one of the Lich King, or one of the ring wraiths. I'm trying to remember what game that was. I think it was that one where the elf guy like takes your soul or something. And then they did this whole extensive lore where one of the Nazguls is a Lord of the Rings video game character or something like that. Maybe Garrett knows what I'm talking about. I don't remember the name of the game though. He played as like this protagonist that was like, oh, we have to throw something.
Oh, we've got to throw something, guys.
What do we have to throw?
Somebody who's
Someone
good at
must be able to
digging.
dig. Who's digging? Who's digging now?
Well, leave it to me. Sam always has to do the dirty work. Gosh.
He wasn't a king. Okay, so why did the guy get turned into a Nazgul? Do you guys remember?
Merry and Pippin.
Somebody needs to throw something.
One of the hobbits had it really bad, though.
Most of the hobbits had it very
Well,
bad.
one of them had to
They had to
work.
leave the Shire.
I know, but one of them had to work for that crazy guy.
Bees! Ringwraiths hate bees.
There was that crazy guy in the White Tower, and he like was gonna burn himself or something, and it was like super weird.
Could somebody in the comments explain to me how the Shadows of Mordor guy became a Nazgul? Like, what happened? If he wasn't a king, how did he get transformed into one?
They messed up the lore.
No, because, I mean, they gave lore to the Nazgul in the Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah, but that doesn't. Maybe it's not accurate to the original books, though.
They never really talked about how the Nazguls became who they were. So they...
Yes, they are. They're the kings.
No, they are the kings, but there was a little bit more to it. Like how they became evil or something like that.
Well, they have the rings of power. They had...
Ah! You're afraid of an apple!
I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming... I mean, if I just had to take a stab at it...
Ah!
What?
Stab. It's cutscene time!
Oh, thank you, Sons of Gaming, for the highlighted message. You're breathtaking, Sons of Gaming. Thank you.
Put the ring on, Frodo.
I have to leave the Shire. Sam and I must get to Bree.
Buckleberry Ferry. Follow me.
Whoa! Now we have to run, Amber! Run!
Oh my gosh.
Run for your tiny little hobbit life! Ah!
I'm not even Sam, am I?
Yes, you are.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there he is! Don't get hit by his cursed blade!
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Run away!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, now there's more of them!
They're gonna kill us.
Oh dear! We're almost at adventurous status! Yes! Da, 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 da.
We should have been at Hobbit status.
What do you mean Hobbit status? It's adventurous status. Run!
Oh, that was a lot of singing. Oh, it's so much better with the music on. Don't you guys agree? Thank you, Justo Kenobi. You're breathtaking.
Thank you, Justo, for sponsoring. They can't come over the covered bridge for some reason. Bye-bye!
Water. They can't go by
How
water.
far to the nearest crossing? The Brandywine Bridge. 20 miles.
I don't know what Sons of Gaming Super Chat said.
Oh, he killed one of the Nazgul and took his place?
Oh.
Wow.
Wow, creepy. Who would want it? Take that.
So that was the whole story of the Shadow of Mordor?
gosh.
Is whoa. Stop it, PlayStation. New character available.
To buy.
Meh. Da 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 da. So far, we've gotten 2 levels at True Adventure status.
I was gonna say, if I could take a stab at why the kings became Nazgul, I'm gonna say they have supernatural spiritual power with the rings, like unbelievable power of darkness. So then when notice those orcs killed them, when they killed their bodies, their spirits like lived on and became these wraiths because they were too powerful to die.
Indeed.
So they couldn't die, so they had to be these weird wraiths wandering forever endlessly. That's what I would say.
Continue the... Oh, no. Ah, we're back in the Shire. Lovely.
They're basically like demons.
Well, yes. Fallen creatures. Alright. This way! Come, little hobbits!
Now my mind is going to a dark place.
It's very dark.
That's one of the stories about why demons exist.
Okay, so now I remember. So in the Shadow of Mordor, you kill a Nazgul and you take his place. For some reason.
Creepy. I would never want to.
Probably because he needed to be immortal for something. I don't know. And then he was a man who was able to kill a Nazgul, which the Nazgul was very surprised by that.
Oh, but that one lady killed the Lich King.
Lich King can only be killed by a woman or a non-man.
Well, you don't know it could be killed by a woman until that point in the movie.
Because
in the story.
the king of the Nazguls is wounded by one of the hobbits in the Return of the King, and then the girl is the one that kills the Lich King, the leader of the Nazguls. Blah blah blah. Where are we going? I don't know. I'm lost! I shouldn't be leading anyone, because I'm terrible with directions! Haha! I think we go this way, lads. Probably.
I don't remember any of the cool lines that Samwise said.
Oh, here we are.
So I can't say anything profound.
We're in Bree!
If I can't carry the ring for you, then I can carry you.
I could carry you, Mr. Frodo. There we are. I'm going to... Wait, what is this?
Oh, this is where everyone gets stabbed.
Aha!
Oh, we're gonna die.
No, we're fine. Nazguls can't come here right now. It'll be later.
The Prancing Pony.
They can't go over the,
This is where we're supposed to meet Gandalf.
Indeed.
He told us to meet him here, and then he would explain
Prancing
what's
Pony.
gonna happen.
I got my butt kicked by Odin.
You look like a helpful sort. Fancy making me a mithril trowel to replace my tatty old one? For your trouble, I'll let you in on a secret to help you seek out other quests.
Quest unlocked! Our first quest! Hooray! We're in Bree. We're not going to continue the story yet, Amber, because we've never done this. Alright, so we will not follow the blue stuff. We are going to be crafting something for a side quest.
Sorry. Oh, beautiful music. Whoever composed this.
I don't remember who the composer was.
Oh
for
my
Lord of the
gosh, so beautiful. Oh my god. I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna start crying. This was very beautiful.
What is this?
My little ones want feeding, but I lost my soup pot somewhere in that road where that Black Rider was lurking about. Please find it for me.
Find your what?
Pot? Soup pot, I thought?
Find your soup pot where... What is all...
I don't know. Go to the blacksmith to forge items. Who is this?
Is this a blacksmith? What is this? Is that the Prancing Pony? Oh, this is a blacksmith.
Samwise Gamgee always doing the work.
Ooh, grab that, Amber. Whoa.
Looks like it's just a silver rod.
I'm sure it's important. Hello, Mr. Blacksmith. What am I supposed to do here?
The
what's
one
this?
casting choice I didn't like in the movie, which bothered me so much, was Galadriel. I just was like, what?
Oh.
I really didn't like the lady who plays Galadriel. It's on the tip of my tongue. She plays every main character. She played Hela in that one Thor thingy. She even played in the Crystal Skull, the main bad lady in that.
We never did this before. We went right to the story.
Yeah.
This is new and different. I like this. We've never done the side quest.
I can't remember what her name is, but I don't know. I would have, honestly, if I could cast somebody in Galadriel's place instead of the lady who played her, I would have cast the person who played the elf princess, the lady who was in love with Aragorn. I would have cast her as Galadriel instead.
Oh!
Personally. Because Galadriel was supposed to look like eternally young and like beautiful and kind and just like a princess almost, and just kind. And the lady who played Galadriel, she just didn't look kind to me. Like, she just didn't look like Galadriel at all. I would have cast what's her name as Galadriel, but that's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
Sorry for being so offensive.
Terribly offensive. Alright, we need to speak with Sam is out here. We need to go find Sam. How do we exit the door now? We're stuck in here.
But honestly,
Could you drop out for a sec? I can't leave the door.
I can see it. But honestly, seeing the movie, like whenever I would listen to the book that my dad would read, or like read it myself, I didn't quite understand what Galadriel was saying when she said I could have been this and this, and you know, like I passed the test. And like the way they did it, I think they kind of did it kind of cool, where she was like tempted, like she could have been a all-powerful sorceress and led armies and been this powerful like person, but she decided not to, because she could have easily taken it from Frodo at any time, because she's like the most powerful person
Bless
there.
me. Thank you.
I'm just saying.
There we
Sorry,
are.
yeah.
What is that? Quest Finder.
The quest finder would be 50,000.
Oh.
Does that find our quest every time, or just
I
this time?
I believe, yes.
I certainly hope it
Whoa!
finds it every time.
What is this? No! No!
I don't know if I answered this.
Excuse me.
I wasn't done with the quest!
Bastards, what can I do?
Friends of Gandalf the
Whoopsies.
Grey. Can you tell him we've arrived?
Gandalf? Not seen him for
I
6
didn't know what the blue arrow was!
What do we do now? What's that?
Something for the road.
I can get you one.
Oh my god. Oh.
You draw far too much attention to yourself. I know what hunts you.
Wait. Someone goes in the woman's bathroom. Oh my god. He locks him in there.
No, that's the men's room.
Oh, okay.
It'd be funny if it was
Oh, okay, alright. Oh, sorry.
At all times,
Oh
they
my
feel the
God.
presence of the ring
Where are you taking us?
into the wild.
It's kind of like, come with me if you want to
Wait,
live.
wait, is this... Can we go back to doing side quests now?
Yeah, I think so. Now we just have Aragorn hanging out.
Alright, don't leave this town.
Well, I won't. I mean, I'm not even dropped in at this point.
My little ones want feeding, but I lost my soup pot somewhere on that road where that Black Rider was lurking about. Please find it for me.
How do I find your thing? What other quests
We
were
have to
there?
find Soup Pot. There's somebody who's
Okay,
on...
we're not leaving the town
It's a
because
fire.
that the Into the Wilds would be a bad thing. What is this?
I forgot. So Aragorn is actually...
The Ranger.
Is he a Isildur's heir?
Yes, he is a Isildur's heir. It's a joke.
So his father, Isildur failed.
No, it wasn't his father.
He said he's Isildur's heir, so he'd be...
No, it's thousands of years in the past.
Oh!
He is the heir of
Oh.
Isildur, though.
Oh.
He's from that line.
Oh!
I want to go
Oh!
No.
Okay, I'm
No.
sorry. I got confused.
Wrong!
So like 1,000 years ago, like
Actually, it
his
might be
great
2,000.
great great
2,000 years
great
ago.
great grandfather.
He is
something like
he is
that.
of he is of the line of Isildur, but he is
Okay.
not. No. His father was someone else. His name I don't know.
Joe.
Joe. Yes, his father was Eragon's father was Joe.
King Joe.
King Joe. Mighty King Joe. What is this?
And he doesn't.
That's for an elf.
He needs to keep attention away from himself. That's why he just calls himself Strider.
We need to go to the yes.
Because he doesn't want people to know that he's a king.
He doesn't want him to know anything about it.
Well, actually, he's the heir to the throne, but he hasn't taken his throne back. Because there's a difference between actually being the king, taking back your kingdom for yourself, and like sitting on the throne and being like, this is my kingdom, yo, like listen to me. Or not anyone even knowing if you exist or not, you're just wandering around. And you are technically the rightful king, but you haven't actually taken your kingdom back.
How does one turn on the quests? Quest finder, yes.
There
Indeed.
we go.
There we go. Let's find this quest.
I thought Aragorn was awesome in the movie so much.
What is that? What is going on? Quest finder, it doesn't find
But
the items?
Didn't they try to do a movie, like a side movie later, and he didn't want to be in it or something? I thought he was fantastic.
Does the quest finder not find the pot that we need? We're looking for a pot. What is that red marker? That's
In fact, I think Aragorn was my favorite character in the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy.
He's probably one of... I liked Legolas, but I did not like...
Yeah, you did like Legolas.
Hey, this went right back to the Shire.
Well, they all work together really well.
Indeed.
And one of my favorite characters, actually, I didn't realize this, but the guy who played...
Where's this man's pot?
The guy who played... darn it.
Man who played...
The guy who played the dwarf, Gimli. He is the same guy who plays, Indy's friend in darn it,
Indy's friend.
Indy's friend, Indy, the guy who, Salah. He plays Salah in the first Indiana Jones movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark. And did you know that that guy, after Raiders of the Lost Ark, in which he played a guy doing archaeology, he got so into archaeology after being an actor in a film about archaeology, he literally went in and became an archaeologist after that.
Ew.
That's how interested he was in archaeology. It's pretty interesting, actually. And then he played Gimli later.
Indeed.
So, I mean, just like learning about that he was actually in Raiders of the Lost Ark, he became one of my sort of favorite actors in the film. And also, like, a lot of people we know were in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like, the guy who played Dr. Octopus was in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He played that guy who died at the beginning.
Indeed. Press switch to Sam, who can light fire. Sam can light fire?
Samwise, he does everything. Digs, light fire.
Sam, why can you light this on fire?
Because he has to do everything, because Frodo just sits around going, my gosh, the ring, it's pulling me towards it. I feel emotional. I don't know how to handle myself.
Yes, but I am a ranger.
I feel stressed out.
I am a ranger. I should be doing ranger things.
How are you being able to fend for yourself in the wild all these years if you can't even start a fire?
Exactly.
Literally, I learned how to do that in Girl Scout camp when I was like 7 years old.
Where's my sword? How am I supposed to fight ring race?
You can't start a fire, and little tiny girls at Girl Scout camp can do it? Wow, Aragorn. Wow. And you're gonna be the king of a country and you can't start a fire?
Am I allowed in the Shire? Am I allowed here? I went inside someone's house.
Even when Gandalf comes in here, people are like, good morning.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean, like, as in, you better be here to not cause trouble or you can leave. That's the first conversation in the book. Good morning. Do you mean to wish me a good morning? Or do you mean it is a good morning whether I want it to be or not? And then he said, or do you wish me good morning as if you want me to leave? And he said, none, I forgot what the conversation went like, but it was just like, oh, I just meant to wish you a good morning. And then like, Gandalf says, like, something about, like, his I think his one of the people in his family, the Tooks in his family, they believe that one of the sides of Bilbo's family, it was actually Bilbo. So yeah, one of the people on Bilbo's side of the family, well, I'm actually going back to the Hobbit book because that's my favorite. But anyways, like, I guess, yeah, one of the people in his family, the Tooks, they believe that she may have had, like, been part fairy, and that's why, like, she may have gone on way too many adventures. And then Gandalf says to Bilbo, like, I'm looking for someone for an adventure, and then Bilbo says, there'll be no adventures here. Good morning. So then he means it, good morning, as in, please leave me alone.
Ah.
And then Gandalf says, imagine that I would, after all, like, it's amazing that after everything I was with like the Tooks and stuff, that I would be good morning by their son Bilbo.
Indeed.
Yeah.
How do I throw something at that
I
owl?
paraphrased that extremely badly. You guys will have to read the book.
That owl is giving me the eyes.
I paraphrased that so badly, you have no idea.
Aha! There's my sword. Have at thee. I thought I used a bow and arrow. Where's my bow and arrow? Why not? Yeah, we've never actually explored this game before. We just kind of went through the story and that was it. We just never stopped to smell the roses, so to speak. Just kind of like, oh, here we are.
Yeah, we played through. When we played through, we didn't appreciate it because we thought it was so freaking boring because it didn't have humor in it. But now, compared to how terrible games are today, this is amazing.
I know, isn't that funny how that works out?
Just play a game 12 years later and you're like, this is the best game in the world. It's like,
we can't go back to the Shire right now.
Why did suddenly become good? It's like, because every other game became terrible.
I hate to tell this Hobbit, but we went back to the field where the Ringwraith was. There is no pot. So I believe that that man has been using the pot too much. If he thinks that there is a pot out in the field, because there is no pot at all.
He needs his soup pot.
Yes. The soup pot is not out in the field at all, because I have
get to listen to this
backtracked.
beautiful music.
Yes, thanks to Just So Kenobi for doing the super chat. Otherwise, we would have this video
We
no
would
revenue.
just no music at all if not for Justo, because we wouldn't have made any money. So thank you, Justo.
There is no pot out here. The man is
There's a red
positively out of his
arrow.
mind. What is this? Sam can grow plants. Sam, grow plants.
I Kwings haven't been on streams when working 16-hour shifts a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, people said I paraphrased it pretty well. Thank you guys.
Good, excellent. Sam is going to go.
John
up.
Reese Dave is also voiced Treebeard as well, playing Gimli.
Oh, very nice.
But he mainly does he does Christian movies and narrated this Search for the Ark of the Covenant. Interesting, Wally West.
Very cool.
Oh, John Reese Davis, the guy who played Gimli?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's so interesting that he became an archaeologist. I know, I already said this, but it's so interesting that he literally got into archaeology in real life after being part of the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh.
Like, it literally inspired him so much, he actually got into archaeology.
What's the point of climbing up here?
I think that's cool.
Oh, I could swing on the vine. Haha! Oh, never mind. I'm drowning!
I mean, that's like me. You know, like, we did all these cooking games for gaming and stuff, and then I was like, I'm playing Cooking Mama. I'm gonna learn how to cook in real life!
Interesting.
And I hope someday I can learn how to fly a plane in real life. That would be amazing after I do flight simulator games. I mean, if you can dream it, you can do it, as they say. Like, if you can imagine it, then, you know, you're like, wow, this is so cool. Maybe I could try this for real.
Where is this man's pot? What is that?
Oh, no.
Oh, that is rushing water, okay. No, this goes right back to the Shire now. Indeed. It does. It goes right back. Look
Well,
at that.
if you think, I mean, if people do want a little bit of lore, because the Took family was on Bilbo's side, so I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I'm just kind of, like, just making a theory here. But there's a couple reasons why Bilbo was chosen by Gandalf. One was because his, I think on his mother's side, he was part Took family, which supposedly maybe they had a touch of fairy in them, or they had been on adventures. And that might have been part of where their money came from in the past. Like, they may have gotten some money from going on adventures before with wizards and stuff. So, you know, like, Bilbo had some nice house from that. So Gandalf was probably like, well, you know, like, you probably got some of your money from the adventures from your family from the past. And I need someone to help me out, so you're the guy. But, yeah, I don't know.
Indeed.
I'm not sure.
That was... So this is where... So that's how you free... Why is there something... That's not supposed... That... Oh, that's a race of some kind. That's what that is. I think it might be a pig race. Very well. And again, we never did this before, guys and gals. What? How do I use this race? Because we weren't about, like, completing games 100% back in the day. We were just, like, we were gonna pump through it and get as much content done as possible.
So, yeah, I mean, like, people were... I don't know if it actually says that hobbits were plump in the books, but it does mention they ate, like, 9 meals a day. So I'm just, like... I'm not trying to be, like, but, I mean, I'm just saying... It says they enjoyed food a lot.
Indeed.
I mean, most people, regular humans, don't eat 9 meals a day.
Need an archer for that, most likely. Who are these people down here? What's going on? Sparklers?
Let's see if we
Fire.
can remember all the different meals.
Who is this?
Breakfast, 11 C's. I don't remember all of them. It's like...
There's a lot of meals.
What? Second breakfast? Yeah, breakfast, second breakfast, 11 C's. I don't know. Tea.
Ah!
There's like so many different meals. Yeah.
I want to go back to being the ranger. Where is the ranger? There he is. Hello, ranger. Whoa, screen tearing! Screen tearing is not good. It's not good at all. Oh, we can't open that, because that is something that requires a character that we do not currently have. Very well. We're going to turn off the quest finder because that is very annoying. It's not really helping anything at all. Yes. See how the game is slowing down though because of the sparklers? Game is like, please stop hurting my game. Excuse me. I guess I will follow the road leading back to where, because this fool has no pot. Son of a took, I think it is. Yes, quite.
Yeah, that's why they say son of a took, because the took side of the family is the crazy side that goes on adventures.
Exactly. The man asking for his pot is the crazy person.
Yeah, if you want to insult hobbits, you call them son of a took.
They are tooks. I don't know where your stupid pot is, and I don't care.
But because Bilbo and Frodo are both part took in real life, that means they do have that spark of adventure in them. That Gandalf just had to awaken in them. Because, you know, they're getting used to the easy life, so Gandalf had to come by and, like, you know, just rustle them up a little bit to get them out of their comfort zone.
Rustle them up.
Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, as they say.
Indeed.
I find it so interesting in the first one where, well, the Hobbit is my favorite. I can't remember which one it is, The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings, where the movie where I think it's The Hobbit one. Yeah, it's The Hobbit, where basically like he wakes up after the dwarves are gone, and he finds the note on the table, and it basically said, "Oh, like you had to have been coming at sunrise if you're gonna go with us. We're leaving." And you would have had this part of your share in the adventure. And he realizes they're already gone, and he thinks like, oh, thank God they're gone. Like, then he sees the note, and he realizes, oh my gosh, they're gone. And then he thinks, well, he thinks to himself like, oh yeah, I'm glad I got rid of that adventure. Then he looks at the note again, and he realizes his life is, there's nothing going on. He's completely alone. He's sitting there doing nothing. And these people wanted to pick him to go on one of the greatest adventures of his life. Then he goes and he runs after them. It's just so interesting that at first he's like, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Then they finally leave, and then he completely has this entire change where he's just like, he would do anything. He's running after them. Like, you know, I want to go on an adventure. It's just interesting. I love it. I love the writing in the story. It's so great. It's like so many people's hearts changing all the time in the story.
Tolkien was a genius. Alright, so we're going back to the Prancing Pony, and I guess we'll continue the story because I found no pot. I did find some bricks when I was out and about, but I found no pot. So, that man is a took. I'm going to tell him to his face that you are no good took. Indeed. That's my plan.
Like many people in the chat, Tolkien liked to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like to study all kinds of cultures from all over the world and learn about stories from all over the world.
Because you saw that we went up and down the road where supposedly this pot would be, and
I
there's
can't
nothing
find
here.
it. I don't see it at all. I don't see the pot.
Nope. I backtracked everything looking for this thing.
Oh yeah, and then when he finally gets to them, his handkerchief is one of his most important things. He always needs it in case he needs it to wipe something off or whatever. He says, "Wait, I don't have my handkerchief," and then he borrows one of the dwarf's handkerchiefs, and he's completely fine.
Indeed. Oh, what is this? Map discovered. Oh, these are important? Oh. Oh dear. Well, there are 5 quests here, apparently. Very well.
Fool of a took, says DB Plays. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great insult to call people in the Shire.
Press A to switch
You're
to
one of
sound.
those.
You're one of those. How can Sam light things in the middle of rain? That is the most impressive skill out of anyone in this game, is the ability to light fire while it's raining. You see how crazy that is? That's skill right there. No, we are not going inside the Prancing Pony because there are ring wraiths in there. No Nazgul. I'm no fool. I'm not messing with no Nazgul. Ha! See what I did there? Oh, that was clever.
Yep.
Light it up. Well, that did something. Let's check with Mr. Blacksmith, see if he has anything.
Oh wow, interesting. Tanner says the first few lines of The Hobbit were written on a blank paper of a test he was grading while he was at Oxford professor.
Cool.
He did so in boredom and wrote, "A hole in the ground lived a hobbit." That's really fascinating, Tanner.
We lit all the fire. Who is this? Oh! What am I doing? Ah! Clever.
I forgot who Morgoth is. Oh, they used some of the Book of Enoch? That's interesting, Wally.
I thought there were more quests here. What is this? Who are you?
My favorite is The Hobbit. The Lord of the Rings is great, but I just love The Hobbit.
My
so
little ones
much.
want feeding, but I lost my soup pot somewhere in that road where that Black Rider was lurking about. Please find it for me.
I saw no pot! There is no pot. It is not possible. Your pot is gone. And you're not getting it back. Gimli can break cracks.
The Lord of the Rings is very dramatic and like sad and like terrifying, but The Hobbit is just like, it's very happy the whole time, I think. I mean, there's scary parts, but I feel like it's much more heartwarming, the first story. The second one with the Lord of the Rings is very dramatic.
They're trapped inside of you. Oh, I love the Two Towers is my favorite. I love the Battle of Helm's Deep. And I like Return of the King as well. The Fellowship is a little bit too slow-paced for me. And the more exciting movie for me is the Two Towers and Return of the King.
Well, I mean, the Lord of the Rings trilogy is interesting because it involves more of, you get to see more of the world of men too. Like The Hobbit, a lot of it is like the dwarves and the Hobbit. But I like the dwarves a lot. I think they're great.
Alright, we'll continue the story now because I can't find anything. I did pace myself a little bit and I looked back, so that was kind of fun. I'd never done that before. I literally just like followed the story and was like, okay, time to go. But I can see how there's lots of fun stuff to do, like Gimli and Legolas. I'll bring them back here, and They can do stuff over there. There's a lot of stuff you can do that, you know, I just never paid attention to. So just to see this game for 12 years ago have this much content in it, I mean, it's amazing.
Like, they were making games like this. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like, look at this compare. Oh my gosh. Compared to what they just made with Lego Horizon Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this.
Yep.
Like, they did 1,000,000 times more stuff with way less, like 1/10 of the amount of, you know, stuff to work with at their fingertips. They did 1,000,000,000,000 times a better job than
I believe this was, if I'm not mistaken, this was the biggest Lego game ever made. I think that this game is bigger than Lego City.
Oh, because you can travel everywhere in the Shire.
Yeah, but I mean the places like Bree and the Shire and like Gondor and like all these other places, they're much smaller in size compared to how they are in the movies, but
yeah,
you can still do stuff.
Interesting.
Oh, some brigand has stolen my priceless family heirloom, the Mushroom Crown. I went to retrieve it from the Orthanc Tower, but I was chased off by a black rider. Please, get it back for me.
Quest unlocked? No idea how to do that, but that's the...
I'm just gonna venture a guess. I don't know if this is true, but I'm gonna take a wild guess that the people at Traveler's Tales, it appears that they were fans of Tolkien and Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, because it just looks like they're fans of it. Like, they did such a great job. Like, it almost felt like they were too afraid to even mess up the cutscenes, like, with humor, because they were like, the cutscenes were from the movie. Like, the movie was so dramatic and so good that it's almost like maybe that's why they didn't want to, like...
No, Traveler's Tales did not make Horizon Zero, whatever it's called.
No, that's made by Sony. That's what I'm saying. Nobody could do it like Traveler's Tales.
Yeah, I kind of like, myself from 12 years ago, I never appreciated like just how vast this game was. I was just kind of like, oh, Lego Lord of the Rings, it's not really that funny. And we were kind of harsh with it.
We were very harsh with this game. I feel terrible about it.
Yeah.
I was extremely harsh. I hated it. I thought it was so, like, dramatic. I was like, this isn't like any other... But they didn't make it like any other Traveler's Tales game. They were trying to make it different.
Yep.
This was, instead of humorous, it was supposed to be literally like you were playing the story in Lego form. Like, they was supposed to be true to the story. So I feel like after this, they were true to they kind of made semi-serious games with like Lego Marvel and stuff, where they were still serious. Like, some of the stuff was kind of serious. A little bit.
So these like open up the world for you to see like just what is around you to do.
Yeah.
And it tells you what area of Lord of the Rings you're in too. So we're in Weathertop now. It says there's 2 quests, there's a red brick, there's 2... I don't know what those 2 people markers mean. Like, I don't know. And they're... In Weathertop, there are 12
Maybe
bricks.
unlockable people or something.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Weathertop.
Man, oh my gosh, I don't know. I am gonna have to look up who the composer was for the new movie, because it was so good.
I mean, you can.
I mean, I probably won't recognize them.
I don't know them off the top of my head either. Like, beautiful composition though. Can I do
They
this?
captured the idea of being in the Shire so much.
We're not in the Shire right now. We're in Weathertop. That is a character that I do not have.
Well, I think, like Tolkien said, he said, you know, like, Greek has their mythology, Egyptians have their mythology, their stories, their tales, their heroes. He said, I wanted to make a story for England. And, like, this whole idea of the Shire of comfort, of having tea in 11 seas, and, you know, your comfort, your blanket, the things that make you feel home. that's very like English, you know, that idea of having tea and having, you know, different things that is like an order to the day. Like that's how I always see people vlogging on England and stuff. That's how it is there. You know, it's like no matter what's happening, they keep calm and carry on, as they say. You know, like even if bombs were dropping on them and stuff, they would just have their tea and keep going, go back to work and keep going, you know, with everything. That's what their whole mentality is, keep calm and carry on. That's what it means. It meant just keep going with your life. That's why English always say like stiff upper lip. They that's part of their culture. Is just like they believe that having things in place that make them feel you know, comfort, and then they can continue with life no matter how difficult it is.
Fascinating. I never knew that.
Well, I mean, people in America and other cultures have that too. Like, you know, we have things that help us too. Like, you know, there's certain things that help us to keep going. You know, we have our sports games, and you know, we have our holidays. We get together with people, and some people like to have like certain things. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna always have breakfast on Saturday morning, or you know, always have dinner with family on Sunday. That's kind of like idea of that. But yeah, I mean, that's a huge part of why English people do that. Why they have tea and everything like that.
We broke Eric home. Oh no!
It's like a nice comfort in life. Even though life is hard, you can be comforted by that kind of stuff.
I destroyed the ranger. Oh my gosh, it's straight up. Sorry. We broke the game! Whoops.
Oh.
Hup. Ah! Everything is so dark, I can't see it.
I thought England had its own fair share of mythologies in the form of Beowulf, said Miss Deanna.
Ah.
Even though all the characters are Scandinavian, it was the oldest English story ever told, says Miss Deanna. Well, during the time of like when, like, for instance, like Greek society was around, they would tell the plays of like Heracles, aka Hercules, or Jason and the Argonauts, or the Iliad and the Odyssey, or you know, like all these different people like Hades, Persephone and stuff. They'd have plays going on, and people would be like, these are my heroes and stuff. Like today, our heroes, like if you think of American heroes, they would be like, we kind of carried on the Greek and Egyptian and Roman ideas and Babylon, whatever ideas of having, you know, like kind of almost like superhuman people we look up to. You know, like how they would have like their stories of gods and heroes. We have our stories of superheroes.
Oh no.
You know, Spider-Man and Iron Man and, you know, Superman and Black Panther and everyone. So it's like, in America, we kind of carried on that, but in England at the time, they didn't, like, nobody really, like, thought, like, no kid, like, thought, oh, I'm gonna be Beowulf, this is great. Like, it's an ancient story, but they didn't, like, in Greek times, the stories of the heroes, like Jason of the Argonauts and Odysseus and Hercules and all these heroes of Greek times, that just like how they have in comic books today, where you have, you know, like you have Peter Parker, and then you have the next person coming in, Miles Morales and Miguel O'Hara and all these people, and you have, you know, Batman, and then you have Nightwing coming in. So even back then, like, they had Odysseus, and then when that generation knew Odysseus, the next generation knew Jason of the Argonauts. So in Greek culture, they had, like, they would keep coming up with more heroes and more stories, and they would do plays about them. So that was Tolkien's kind of idea, was, you know, like, kids don't think of like, oh, there's an ancient story of Beowulf or something. In fact, one of the most ancient stories of England that people know is King Arthur. That's probably the most ancient story ever. And King Arthur, and one of his great, you know, like, people that helps him is the wizard. Merlin. So in a way, he did kind of put that into Lord of the Rings. He put a wizard, a helpful wizard, just like Merlin, into the story. Obviously, we have Gandalf. So yeah, Tolkien wanted it to be like the way the Greeks and Romans and many ancient cultures were, where kids would actually think about these characters and read the stories and imagine, and think of them as you know, like have a story that's very English to them, and it is.
When people thought you were going to talk about folk heroes, they thought you were going to talk about like Daniel Boone and like all those like classic.
No, because people don't see them. People, I mean, back in the day, yeah, they were folk heroes back then, but today's generation doesn't think about Daniel Boone. Maybe in the 1910s or something, people would sing about Daniel Boone, and that was their generation. So every generation of every country kind of has more and more heroes that keep going. But I guess Tolkien, he wanted a classic tale that would stand the test of time, that people would read again and again and again and never forget. And it would, and it did. He wrote it so well, just like Star Wars. Like, I mean, that I would say Tolkien's story is better than Star Wars. But you know, think about Star Wars. Like, people will watch those movies from the 70s. You know, they don't get old for people. Well, for some people they get old, but I'm just saying, like, some stories they stand the test of time. You know.
Okay. Whoa! Why did it get all creepy?
No, but like today, today what kids look up to, it would be like superheroes.
They've already said that comic books is basically like modern mythology. Or they teach that in colleges now too. When I went to school, they didn't have college courses on comic books. That was not a thing. A little envious of some people having that today. They have the option of like actually studying comics.
I thought you were going to talk about folk heroes, Blue Ox, Babe, Johnny Appleseed, Buffalo Bill, Bonnie and Clyde, that sort of thing, American folk.
Bonnie and Clyde were real people, though.
Well, they did become folk heroes, too.
Were they really heroes, though?
Well, they were heroes against the system. They were star-crossed lovers, and they were seen as people that fought for love, no matter what. That there was them against the world. That kind of idea of it was like romantic idealism. So yeah, I mean, they became, and then of course, remember,
wait, there's a night and day cycle in this game?
John Henry was a great folk hero too. The guy who people believe outran the steam engine. He was fighting against the steam engine. A lot of folk heroes in American folk legends. Definitely Miss Deanna.
They have a day to night sequence in this? That's incredible. Who would have thought that?
You like Daniel Boone, Richard? Awesome. I also wanted to dress as Aragorn or Legolas. That's awesome, Richard. Yeah, King Arthur is one of the most old, most English tales. And it's interesting that actually, I don't know why, I always watch documentaries about Merlin. And Merlin, the stories of Merlin begin, like, some people believe those stories are hundreds or thousands of years old. Like, they've been going on, they've been telling more and more stories about Merlin for, like, forever. So it's very, yeah.
Frodo can do what? Frodo doesn't have a pail. Why does they Frodo has a pail? You don't have a pail. Do you have a pail? No. What in the world is pail? Alright, cool.
Yeah, well, thank you for the super chat, Miss Deanna. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Man,
I mean,
I didn't even see all this stuff before. Amazing.
Well, I mean, and you have like, some people, to some people they're heroes, and to some people they're enemies. Like there's a lot of that. I mean, not to be weird, but Al Capone wanted to be seen as a hero too. So that's why he made those soup kitchen lines, because he wanted people to see him as a hero. So it's kind of interesting.
Focus on the Lord.
I know.
What is this? Weathertop. What is happening in Weathertop that I can't get that? What is this? Ooh. I found a goat. Blacksmith design unlocked. Mithril skeleton sword. Interesting.
This is one of your favorite Lego games, Kristen? Awesome. So it's a fun fact for you.
Cool. It's a very well-made Lego game. I never paced myself with this ever.
John S. says, have you ever heard of The Adventures of Merlin? It's a BBC show, but it's really good, in my opinion. Awesome, John. That sounds really cool.
I don't have cable.
Yeah, definitely, Wally.
Oh!
I believe some of the things that were talked about in mythology are real.
I'm on a goat! What? That's kind of funny.
This is cute.
Wait, where am I going?
Yeah, it took us 12 years to actually replay this game and actually appreciate the game.
Indeed. Oh, no, goat, come back! We must ride again. I want to do the goat race. There was a goat race on Weathertop. Who knew? Wow. Okay, I'm going back. Yes, that's right, Mr. Goat. He is the greatest of all time. Hello.
Hi, honey.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by so much of this stuff in this game. I had no idea. I didn't know that this...
I love the book, The Hobbit. I read it sometimes, listen to it at night sometimes. It's very comforting.
I love how they have like the fiddle music really spinning.
I don't know if I could listen to Lord of the Rings at night because of like how like it has some very dramatic parts in it that are scary.
Oh yeah.
The ring race are very scary.
Oh,
and of course, Bilbo actually did meet Gollum before Frodo did.
Wait. Oh, there it is. Oh no! I'm gonna make it. Where am I going? Oh, this way. All right. Oh no! Whoa! Oh, okay. Is this the fastest this goat goes? Not a very fast goat. Aha! Well played, Frodo. I mean, Strider. Whatever your name is. And then we have the nice, comforting music of the Lord of the Rings. The goat is broken, though. The goat... Oh, never mind. The goat ran away. Goodbye, Mr. Goat. Thanks for hanging out with us. It is time to climb Weathertop. So we're going to do one more story level, and then that's going to conclude our first episode of Lord of the Rings. And you will be getting another episode of Lord of the Rings, because highly likely by the time we conclude our first episode, this will have over 1,000 views. So that's always good. That's doing a little bit better than the first episode of Horizon, but not much.
Oh yeah, the ring race give me nightmares too, Richard. They're very terrifying. They're very scary.
Beautiful loading screen.
They're like disembodied, like spirits, but they have like a body and they can never die. It's terrifying.
We shall rest here tonight.
These are for you. Keep them close. I'm going to have a look around. Stay here.
What about second breakfast?
Okay. You can come in if you want, honey.
Oh yeah, I'll come.
I'm not doing side quests
Yeah,
anymore.
I'm glad
so.
so many of you guys are a fan of this game.
What is this?
I
don't know what that is. My pots and pans. Aha. I'm a farmer, so I can do Sam can dig. So Frodo is not here.
Sam is the gardener. He has a normal life. Frodo is the one who's in the line of, you know, Bilbo, who's the son of a took.
Could you,
He's the one who goes on adventures.
Could you do some fishing?
Sure.
So it's a fishing mini
How do I
game.
do this?
You put it in and then, like...
Why is the
press,
water black?
Press it when it's on the X. Okay? You have to do it 3 more times. 1 more. Oh. What is this? What am I... The pot? Why put it in the pot? Are they making dinner?
Oh yeah, we have to make some dinner, and then this is the part in the book and in the movie where they're hungry and they want to make dinner, and the one hobbit makes dinner, and then Frodo gets up and says, "Put it out, you fool," because they're in pitch blackness. It's completely black everywhere across the entire land. No one can see anything. These ring wraiths are trying to kill them and hunt them down.
Right.
They've been walking through darkness this whole night. And imagine if you had only blackness everywhere for miles and one person lit a tiny fire. You would know exactly where they were. They're the only people there. So the ring wraiths go right to them.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense.
It would be like lighting a tiny candle in a huge room. You would know exactly where the person was standing because they would be right where the candle is. So, I forgot which hobbit does it, but they make a fire, which is really stupid. That's what, I mean, like, everyone says, like, everyone has things that they're not perfect on. Hobbits, they have a problem with, you know, one of the things that comforts...
They're not patient.
They're not patient, and also they get hungry. They're used to having meals at a certain time, and it's part of their culture, you know, like, they like having their meal at a normal time. So it's, like, annoying to them if they don't have it. They're not used to it.
Now we're gonna get some eggs. Aha! So we have berries, eggs, and something else. I don't know what else we have.
Ouch.
And you put it in the pot. So we have berries, egg, and fish.
Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. I want some of that.
Place the item.
Yum.
Is there anything? Oh, that's the Frodo.
I think that's Frodo. He's asleep.
And there's a... They're afraid of the dark, though. Like, I'm gonna go in here. So... Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Dark.
Yeah, and like more and more, it feels like even though Frodo does seem super emotional, it does feel like he really does understand like what he's supposed to do. Like that's all he's completely consumed with what he needs to do, which is get rid of the ring. That's the entire... He has no other purpose for even living except for just getting rid of that ring.
What is this? More sticks. For firewood. Ah, yes.
He has a fever, and the only prescription is throwing the ring into Mordor.
More firewood. Do you have firewood?
No? Do you want me to get some?
We need to find the last of the firewood.
Okay.
There must be more somewhere.
There's something up there. Do we need to get this?
We don't have anybody who has a grapple ability. That's in...
Is there
That would be free play.
Is there anyone who can shoot
Oh
this?
dear. No. There's no one who can shoot anything right now.
Well, maybe there's an eye watching us.
What?
Look at, there's an eye up there.
It's not an eye that... I don't know what that is.
Looks like an eye to me.
I can't cook anything until we find the last of the wood.
I don't think you should cook anything.
Oh, there it is. There's wood right next to you. Break it.
No, don't. I'm not going to be part of this. The ring
Oh,
race.
come on.
They're gonna
It's,
find
no,
us.
it's dinner time. It's gonna be fine.
Luke,
Trust
just
me.
because you're hungry doesn't mean we're going to die.
I'm starving.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna die. You can like fast for a few
I haven't
days.
had 11Cs yet.
Luke,
And second
this-
breakfast. What
you-
about third breakfast?
you can go for 7 days without food.
Just put it there. There it is.
This is not gonna end well.
Oh no, of course not, but it has to happen. It's time for food.
You could probably fast for a couple days. You'd be okay.
Oh no, don't ruin it, game.
Oh my gosh.
You don't want it. Yeah, okay, here we go. We're in the wilds, and we're cooking food.
Want a tomato, Sam?
What are you doing?
Tomatoes, sausages, nice crispy bacon.
Put it out, you fools! Put it out! That's nice.
Oh, they already saw it.
Whoa.
Go!
Was it worth it, Merry and Pippin? Was it
Here we
worth
go.
it?
Here they come. Oh!
Oh,
The music is playing because you know things are about to get intense. Oh, we should probably save. Saving is good.
yeah.
Ah!
I remember when we used to play these games and we would accidentally not save. It would be like, what? We didn't save? Darn it!
I always save before things get very sticky. Hello. The bridge.
Yeah, what's terrifying is these things have like murdered like so many people and they're after these 4 tiny little hobbits. We have
Indeed.
literally no chance against them whatsoever. I don't know how we're actually going to survive this.
Nah, we'll be fine. Probably. As long as the ranger wakes up, he can defeat... Well, he can't defeat, but he can hold off the ring racer. Oh, well, that's
I
one
don't
way
know
to do it.
what I did.
I will throw the other rock. Aha! Ah, there was some studly action there. There'll be another rock. And then
Yeah,
throw
but
it over here.
Aragorn couldn't hold the ring because it would be too much temptation for him.
No, he can't hold the ring. He knows he can't hold the ring.
Only a small hobbit could hold it. Because they're more humble, and humility is a good thing to have.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that.
It keeps you from temptation. Oh,
Up we go. Oh wait, sorry, I'm not too good at bouncing on platforming. I don't even see them. Are we sure they're coming? Right then.
Oh, snap.
That's not how we're supposed to do
oh
that.
snap. I died.
So much for our studs.
I don't even know what character I am right now. Somebody who's
Mary.
short.
I'm Sam.
I think the reason why I like The Hobbit the most is it's all short people. Dwarves and hobbits together. And I am also a short person.
Indeed. You are a tiny person. that
It
is
makes
true.
me feel like the whole book is for people that are short.
I think we go back up now.
Oh.
Yes, you may keep your sword, but we need to go.
I think I could take these ring race.
No, I don't believe so.
I
mean, if you were properly trained in combat, then
I
perhaps.
don't. No, I
because
don't.
Hobbits can damage Nazgul.
What?
They can.
I don't think so.
Well, they don't discover that until the, final movie, but
Oh, wow.
yeah. Oh well. I mean, the final book.
I just want to know, how did
What exactly are they doing?
how did Eowyn know she could damage that guy?
Because no man-made can defeat the Nazgul.
I think she just was angry, and she just wanted to go at him anyway, because he yeeted her dad. I
She
think
says the prophecy in the book, though.
What prophecy? I think she thought she was gonna die, and she was just saying that, like, I'm no man.
Do we have no person who can, well,
I don't think that she knew she could do that. If it was me, I don't think I would have. They said no man could defeat me. I would have certainly thought I couldn't either.
wait, did the Nazgul start, like, basically monologuing before he attacked people? And that's how she knew that she could, or
Oh,
that she
he
was
says,
no man?
no, he just says it one time. He says it like she's coming at him, like, with her helmet on. And he goes, "You fool, you know no man can defeat me." Then she throws up her helmet and just says, "I am no man," and she comes at him with, like, everything she has. So I was just wondering if she knew she could defeat him or if she was just bluffing.
I mean, she wasn't a man, though. She was a woman.
Yeah, but how would she even know? Like, I would assume that would pertain to a woman or a man, because it would be, like, mankind.
Yeah, but I think Tolkien, when he was writing it, he was viewing it as, like, she's not a man.
Interesting.
She's a woman.
Yeah,
So, of
so
course she
the
could be-
prophecy is no man can defeat me, so...
Something like that.
So that, it didn't say no woman could.
And hobbits were a completely different race. They're not human. They're hobbits.
Oh, so no man can defeat me. Interesting. So that means a hobbit might be able to.
Whoever was with the girl stabbed the Nazgul
Yeah,
in
one
the back.
of the, you're right. Yeah, one
Yeah.
of the hobbits was on her back. On the back of her horse. I forgot. You're right, Luke.
Well, in the movie they were. In the 80s animated movie, the cartoon, the two hobbits are in the army of Gondor, I believe, or something. And they're there on the field with Eowyn, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe her name is Eowyn.
And one hobbit rushes over to her aid just in time and stabs the Lich King in the back, and then Eowyn cuts off the dude's head. Like the Lich King. She gets one shot, and she takes it.
Yeah.
But in the cartoon, the Nazgul's face is invisible, and the crown is floating. And he looks like a skeleton, but no face.
Yeah, oh wow, Luke.
Jedi! I'm not Jedi. Sith. Frying pan's not gonna work! They can still see you. And now you get to see two different perspectives.
Oh my gosh. Luke, do you want me to...
Wait, who's who?
Wait, I'm Frodo? Luke.
I don't know, I'm supposed to help you.
Luke, maybe I should...
I
didn't drop out so you can be Frodo?
I guess, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, go for it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I think this is going to be too confusing.
How do I help Mr. Frodo?
You can always switch to being
Oh,
Frodo.
the light! They hate the light!
Yeah, they hate it. It would be terrifying if I knew there was things like that in real life. Just horrifying.
Oh, Frodo has to... How do I switch to Frodo? Am I supposed to switch to Frodo? No, I can't. I have to light stuff first. Don't mind. All the other hobbits are hiding. Look at this. A lot of good you guys are... Oh, they're not hiding. They're, I thought that was a bush. They're, surrounded by owl. Ring race.
Yeah.
Whoopsies. Am I supposed to switch this over? Whoa! Stop doing that game!
Yep.
You're making this more intense than it need be. Thank you. We don't... Oh, because they're both coming after me. I have a pot and pan, and I will hit you with it. How do you like that? Ooh, we almost have a thing. Almost have true villain status. Not villain, darn it. Adventurer status. Keep going. Can I build this?
Oh man, those guys are coming close to you, Luke.
Yeah, I see that. I'm almost there, though. Don't kill me! I'm almost at my stud thing!
Yeah, they're gonna kill you before your true adventurer status. That would be truly rude of them.
No!
Oh, that's mean. Now they've done it. Killing you is one thing, but breaking your stuff? Come on.
Can they interrupt this?
I don't know.
Ha 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 ha! How do you like that?
Aragorn is about to come in here like a boss.
I hope he does, because we gotta figure something out.
He's like, I've trained my whole life for this. Oh my gosh, Luke.
Ah! I have to build things in the darkness.
Oh wow.
I'm building super slow.
Honestly,
Tom!
I don't know why Frodo puts the ring on at all.
Because he's a stupid hobbit. Ah! Why doesn't the guy just stab him at this point? Sorry.
It's like putting the ring on kind of reminds me of like
Whoa.
temptation to do something wrong. If the temptation is always there, you always think that it's going to benefit you, but it never does. It's always bad.
Get ready to feel the burn.
It's like every time he puts the ring on, it's bad. He thinks he's going to help himself, but it backfires every time.
It does backfire every time. Why are they, like, sneaking up? Like, some of the ring rays have, like, weird animation where the dude's... I've never noticed this. He's tiptoeing toward you. It's like, dun, dun, dun,
He's like
dun,
the boogeyman or something.
Dun, 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 dun. Stop that game!
Yeah, I don't know what is happening.
I already told you, it's an HDMI thing. It's a problem with the PS3. The PS3 is supposed to have a lock on it that prevents people from doing 1080p with a capture card. Sony put that in place. It was a way of stopping software piracy.
The leader of the ring race is Isildur or something.
Lovely.
She knew their weakness. Oh, interesting, Raspberry. She trained to fight the race, says Raspberry. Oh wow, she trained to fight them? Wow.
Who? Oh, the niece? The niece trained to fight the ring race? Really? I didn't know that. Was that in the movie?
Oh, in the beginning of the Third Age, Glorfindel, aka Elf Jesus, tells the Witch King of Angmar that no mortal man will kill him, and Eowyn fulfilled Glorfindel's prophecy.
Ah.
Thank you, Wally. That's interesting. Great to see you guys, Luke and Amber. I got an interview at an auto garage. I'm excited.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Haha!
Oh my gosh, they're creepy.
Well, we didn't get true hero adventure status.
Oh no, they want... So he has to give it to them somehow.
Oh, he gets stabbed here. That's right.
So he won't give it to them, so they stab him. And here comes Aragorn, like
a boss.
Yep.
Frodo!
They hate the fire. Oh, sorry, Sam. I thought you were in Nazgul.
Wow. Thanks a lot. Okay,
Can I light this fire? Aha! Now I have firepower as well.
Where do I throw this?
Whoopsies. Feel the burn! They don't like fire.
Well, I got one statue.
Well done. Almost there. We're almost at adventurous status. Just hold on. Yes!
Oh.
Back, foul knave.
How do I get a flame on here?
I don't know.
Oh.
Ow! Oh no!
Oh, I don't know how to light this.
Light this candle.
Okay,
Now swing! Swing with all your might!
Oh, we set them on fire! Oh my gosh!
Yeah!
Oh
Burn,
my gosh!
baby, burn!
They burned! Oh my gosh, we're burning them! Oh my gosh!
They don't like the fire.
Oh my gosh, we burnt them!
I know, isn't it funny?
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying.
Terrifyingly awesome!
Oh wow. Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry, Hobbits!
Oh,
Sorry,
wow.
sorry. Oh! I also burned myself, apparently. Go away, ring race. We're busy. Does anyone have any more fire? Because we still have more of these guys to deal with. Saving is good, I guess.
Save and continue?
Yeah.
I don't really know what I was doing there.
We need to find a torch.
There's one other place to throw an object.
Do you have a torch?
I did, but I used it to
wait.
burn some people.
Okay, so we need to throw something somewhere. So look for a highlighted place to throw and then toss it.
Here, it says...
Toss it! Toss it!
There.
Fire!
No, it should put a torch down here, Aragorn. Maybe you can find one.
Yes, I found another torch. Alright, it's time to light this candle. And in this case, the Black Riders.
Oh, I did have a torch.
Burn! There's one ring wraith left somewhere. Wherever he... I don't know where he's stalking. There he is, Amber. Go get him.
Where is he?
Don't attack the hobbits with a torch.
I thought that was...
Burn him!
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Flake reaction.
Strider! Help him, Strider!
He's been stabbed by a Morgul blade. This is beyond my skill to heal. He needs Elvish medicine.
Did you hear that? We're going to see the
Going to
elves.
see the elves.
Strider!
Da 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 dun 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 dun.
Yeah, definitely Tanner. I think the comparative lack of humor actually complements the seriousness of the game. Definitely Tanner. Yeah, I didn't appreciate the game back
No,
when
because
it was around.
when what we loved about the Lego games back in the day is how humorous they were. So when this game came out 12 years ago and we first covered it, we were like, we love the Lord of the Rings, but we wanted to see a parody of it. And I guess we just missed the subtle nuances of some of the humor. You know, because we were so caught up in, oh, this is so serious and blah, 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 blah.
Well, I think it's also because your dad liked watching Lord of the Rings every year, and it was so dramatic, and your whole family was watching it. It was
Oh
like,
my god.
Gandalf! And everyone was like crying, and it was so depressing. So, like, I think we had watched the movie so much that, like, we just didn't want to see it again. But we don't really watch it every year anymore. Luke's family was a huge fan of it.
Are we doing 2 streams of this tomorrow? No. It's a once a day thing because there's a potential that we won't earn any revenue on it.
Frodo.
Who is she?
He's fading.
Her? She's an elf.
I've been looking for fear. I offered only here. Tor gwaith ni'n meriathon. I do not fear them.
Aestyn.
Limoni, Luina, Danin, Hulaya.
Where am I?
You are in the house of Elrond.
Gandalf.
Yes, I'm here.
What happened, Gandalf?
I was delayed. There is only one Lord of the Ring. And he does not share power.
Frodo! Frodo! Sam! Bless you, you're awake!
Sam must hardly lift your side. By the skills of Lord Elrond, you're beginning to mend.
Welcome to Rivendell, Frodo Baggins.
My microphone broke.
Oh, Eowyn was only able to kill the Witch King due to Merry wounding him with the blade of Dunlending. Interesting, Commander Rex. So Merry contributed to that. That's really interesting.
Well, he also was no man. He was a hobbit.
Hobbit, because hobbits aren't people. They're different. Yeah.
A different race. Just like the elves are not men, they're elves.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed. Yeah, so getting back to the Lord of the Rings like movies, my parents, and whenever Thanksgiving happened after the films came out and then the extended cuts,
Oh my god,
they would make it marathons.
Yeah.
So one day would be about the Fellowship, and literally the first Fellowship with the extended cut is like almost 5 hours long. And then the next day was the Two Towers with another 5-hour edition movie or whatever. And then Return of the King the next day, and then they'd watch the bonus features, and it was just like...
It was too much Lord of the Rings.
Way too much. And then after they finished the Lord of the Rings, then they do their annual like Christmas movie marathon of like films from like the 50s and the 60s, and you know, it's just too much.
It's hard to watch. It would be like watching the Snyder Cut every year. It's kind of hard to watch a dramatic film like that over and over again. Like, you can only watch it like once every couple of years, like, I feel like.
Well, I mean, you could space it out like every month. You could watch like one over the course. Like, I don't think I could ever sit through and watch like the 4-hour extended cut. Like the theatrical version of Fellowship of the Ring, sure, but that really long version with all the deleted scenes added in, and you know, all the stuff they edited out of the theatrical version, that's a lot. They're amazing cinema, don't get me wrong, but it's too much for me to sit through. And I don't think I could sit through the Snyder Cut again either. Like, I'd watch it like episodic. If I ever did watch it again, I would watch like the first chapter or the second, you know, over the course of like a week or something. Because I don't even... The most I binge watch an anime is 2 hours. And usually that's from like 3 in the morning until about 5. And I'm also doing stuff at the same time. Like, I just don't sit still usually.
Oh, yeah.
Usually I'm eating or I'm editing or whatever.
Oh, you don't like that they removed Glorfindel's moment in the Fellowship of the Rings for putting Arwen in there instead? Wally? I don't know. I guess they were trying to they had to condense the story or something.
They also got rid of Tom Bombadil and other characters from the books that didn't end up there.
They've gotten...
And also, like, they were trying, because she's the woman that Strider Aragon marries. Like, she becomes like the queen of mankind or whatever as an elf, so Peter Jackson wanted to give her more in the films to flesh out her character more, because she's just kind of like the woman that, you know, Aragon's in love with and all this other
maybe
stuff.
like in a book it would make sense, like you wouldn't know much about her, but in a movie you might want to see her more on this on the screen.
Just like the elf that helps people in The Hobbit, in the Peter Jackson movies, it's Legolas, but the elf doesn't have a name who goes out of his way to help the Hobbit party. It's not Legolas. Legolas would be alive back then, probably, but Legolas is not mentioned by name in The Hobbit.
I like the extended cut, says Richard.
Most people love the extended cut.
It's not long enough for me, says Richard.
Too long! I disagree. Too long.
Tanner says, whenever I watch the extended edition of the movies, I always take breaks and resume when I can.
That's the most sensible thing. My family didn't do that. There was no sensible. It was like, alright, we ate Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving football, they had like a whole plan. Everything was planned out.
It was like, instead of like just like, oh, we'll see, maybe we'll watch a movie, maybe we'll just not. Yeah.
Is that Bilbo?
Oh, thank you, Uncle Howdy, for becoming a member. Appreciate it so much. Thank you for your help.
We lost Bilbo.
She gives up her immortality to marry Aragorn. Oh,
Yes,
wow,
she does.
Richard. My least favorite part of the Return of the King is the Mouse of Sauron, mainly because I prefer the book's version of it, says Droggle. Tanner says, Tom Bombadil is my dad's favorite character.
A lot
That's
of people
very
like
cool.
Tom Bombadil.
But it's so good, says William Rivera. Thank you, Uncle Howdy, and thank you again, everyone.
The screams are so realistic. The actor's screams are directly ripped from the movie. So they use it when the character studs die. It adds like this intense realism to it.
Thank you, Justo, for the gifted memberships. Thank you, Miss Deanna, for your super chat, and thank you, Uncle Howdy, for becoming a member. Really appreciate that. Thank you all for your generosity so much. We appreciate you all so much.
You guys are breathtaking. Thank you.
Now we have.
We're in the land of the elves.
Yep. Thank you guys for contributing so we could put the music on, and thank you so much for contributing to keep the channel alive. Thank you guys so much.
So we'll be doing this game once a day, guys and gals, because there is a great risk for us covering the game, because we still, even though we got super chats from you guys, we don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, thank you for renewing your Twitch membership, Tom. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you for your help.
Oh, I don't have a pail. I don't have a pail! Is this also for the pail? I have no pail! I'm given a pail by the elves, but I have none right now. So I can't do that fast. I'm just exploring and destroying the elves home because I can. Oh. Well. We bought Bilbo Baggins just now.
Oh, cool. We got Bilbo.
We unlocked Bilbo.
Yeah, I think I can't remember. Oh yeah, the guy who played Gandalf is the same guy who played Magneto.
Yes.
And I can't remember his name, but...
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, I think he just did such a phenomenal job of being Gandalf.
There is no other Gandalf in my mind. And not only that, but he reprised his role to play Gandalf in LEGO Dimensions.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Not an impersonator. Yep, that was Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
He loves the character of Gandalf so much that he even did the LEGO Dimensions thing.
Yeah, he did such... like his facial expressions and everything when he talked to the little hobbits and everything, and it was just like so... he was so, he just looked like a gentle, wise wizard. He did such a great job.
You had 3 famous actors in LEGO Dimensions as the main leads. Troy Baker's Batman, the lady who played Wildstyle from the LEGO movies, and then Gandalf himself, Ian McKellen.
That's amazing that he came back to be Gandalf in that LEGO thing. Well, do you want me to come in and wander around, or will it be split screen? Alright, I don't know who I am.
We can continue
I'm
here.
Sam.
We're looking for a save point, so we can continue tomorrow.
Oh, we have to find a save point. I remember this.
Yes.
We have to find save points.
There should be... I believe this is it. Is this a save point?
I think it's interesting when they first come to the elf place. It's really scary. Like, they're surrounded by elves, and they're, like, kind of, like, on guard. And then when they welcome them in, it's, like, the best place ever. So it's, like, it goes from being, like, really scary to, like, oh, this isn't so bad.
You can travel here. There's fast travel.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Oh, my gosh. Look at the style of the map.
Yeah, it's based on
That's the style of the map in the book. Oh, my
Mm-hmm.
gosh.
Beautiful.
Wow, the Traveler's Tales people must have been fans of the book. There's no way they weren't.
Look at this, look at this.
They put so much effort into this game. Oh my gosh. That's the style of the book. That's the style of the map that's in the book.
That is correct.
Oh my gosh.
How does one save in this?
That's crazy.
You go to exit game?
So they're not just fans of the movie, they also put stuff in from the book too. That's really interesting.
Alright guys, so tomorrow will be Rivendell and the start of the Fellowship of the Ring. That's literally, we're going to call it the Fellowship of the Ring. So this was the last alliance of men and hobbits. That's what I'm going to call it.
Interesting, Wally. Rivendell was born... You're a cool, Game Wing. You're amazing. Rivendell was built in the Second Age by the order of High King Gil-galad. Fascinating, Wally.
Oh wow, we have a new opening now.
I am seeing Aragorn.
Wait, what's happening? What is this the title? What is this?
Tanner says Gandalf is basically secretly an angelic spirit disguised as a mortal.
Mm-hmm. He's not a man. Yeah. Whoops, excuse me. I haven't eaten yet.
Well, I knew he was important because he's a wizard. Oh! Wait a second. Wait, are you guys saying Saruman is a human being? Or is he also an angelic spirit then?
He's supposed to be a fallen angel. That's how Tolkien wrote him.
gosh.
Yeah, he was. That's why Gandalf was so...
So they're both angelic spirits.
One is...
Oh my gosh, so it's like Michael and,
Yeah.
He's like Michael.
Yep. Pretty much.
And the other guy.
The other guy is supposed to represent the fallen angel. Yeah.
The bad one.
I mean, the entire game, or not the entire game, the entire Lord of the Rings is an allegory. It's like Tolkien wrote it as an allegory. It's a full-blown, and when you have Tom Bombadil in it, I mean, come on, it's pretty obvious. But anyway, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching Lego Lord of the Rings Episode 1. The Last Alliance of Men and Hobbits was our first episode. The next time will be called The Fellowship of the Ring and something else. We'll figure what we're going to do there. But thank you again to Justo Kenobi, who I believe was the sponsor of today's episode, along with Miss Deanna, who also paid the toll of the ring, because this game does feature music from Peter Jackson's film. So we don't know what Warner Brothers is going to do, but at least you guys basically tipped us for playing, so thank you very much. And tomorrow will be the second episode. Next up is going to be Mario and Company. He's starting up at 9:30, I believe. And then there will be another stream of something else later on tonight. So I need to get the Mario stream started as quickly as possible. So you guys are breathtaking. Thank you so much. The next Lord of the Rings stream, if you are keeping track of them, will be tomorrow at 6:30. So that's when we can count on that. But we will not be playing with HDMI again because of this. This here, the constant black screen, we're going to be using our other method, which unfortunately is going to mess up the sound a little bit. It won't be stereo, which some people have noticed when we do PS3. They're like, hey, what's going on? Why does the sound not working very well? We'll be doing composite or component cables, because the constant like blacking out of the game is very annoying. And
it did sound good when it was on, though.
Yeah, we don't want the that's how our PS3 died before, is the HDMI overheated. We don't want our HDMI to overheat and then catch fire, because this is one of our last working PS3s. So we don't want anything to happen to this. So I'll be going back to my original method of doing composite to HDMI out. So component to HDMI out. That's how it's going to work. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Mario in just a little bit. God bless, happy gaming. Thank you again to our sponsors. You guys are amazing.
See ya!